Now, if we come back to should I go ahead with ads or should I just stick to putting out content and getting it organically? Ads are very effective. They do magical work. As a matter of fact, there's no successful business that doesn't use ads. If you're talking about I want to achieve this number of goals within this number of time, you want to utilize ads. Why? Because it gets you the results that you want within a short period of time, but there are processes, systems, and optimizations that you have to put in place to get those results.
Hello everyone, welcome to David Oshin podcast. In this podcast, I engage CEOs, founders, and thought leaders in conversation that inspire the next generation of leaders to succeed. Never miss any edition of this podcast and stay blessed.
So let me give you the floor. Let me start by telling you to introduce yourself. Tell us about your title. Who is Titus? And why your passion in digital marketing development.
All right, thank you so much, David. It's such a pleasure to be here. I'm glad that you chose to have me on your podcast. So as you already know, my name is Titus. I am the founder of Opticliq Digital Agency. We are, as you already know from the sound of it, we're a digital marketing agency that specializes in providing services ranging from social media to email marketing to web design and optimization to paid advertising and content marketing. Right, so we help small and medium-sized businesses scale with regards to marketing their products and their services to their target audience. We help communicate their message and their value to their audience in the way that their audience can understand. So far, we've been in the business since 2021 and we've been thriving. We have our markets within the Nigerian space and also beyond. So we've been able to provide the services that we offer to the Nigerian market and also the international market.
Titus, can you quickly tell me what drove you into marketing, digital marketing? How did you get the passion to go into digital marketing?
That's a very interesting question, and it's funny because I've been asked this a couple of times in the past. So first of all, I've always had a love for just buying and selling. So right from my very early days when I was still in school, I'd already gotten involved with selling. I was able to get some products and I was able to sell. So I had the interest in sort of getting people to understand what I'm selling and getting them to buy it, giving them a reason why they should buy into it, right? So that kind of built up with time, and as time went by, we started hearing a little bit about going into the digital space, what it is like. That was back in 2016, 2017. And that was when I started venturing into it a little bit, just starting to know what things like blogging is like, things like Google AdWords is like, and all of that. And alongside that, I've always had a passion for copywriting, right? So copywriting has always been something that I'm passionate. I've always had a knack for the digital world. And as you already know, I've been involved in the art of buying and selling for a while. So I wanted to actually know what it's like to get into the digital world, what that is like. And with time, I got to understand that it's actually possible for you to use digital space to market what you sell, right? And I started out with copywriting at that time. That was back in 2019. I started out with copywriting, and with time, I started venturing into other aspects of digital marketing, right? My passion sort of grew from there because I started understanding that it gave me the opportunity to add value to businesses. I started understanding that businesses in this present age, where we're getting into at that time, when 2020 also came into being, we started seeing that businesses have to utilize the online world to actually market what they sell, right? So, that created an avenue for me, and I said, wow, this is an opportunity for me to actually add value and, help, businesses to thrive.
All right, great. Now, my question is, there are a lot of marketing platforms. For you, which of them would you say is most effective for SMEs?
Okay, so of course there are several marketing platforms out there. One of the platforms that are a little bit, suitable, especially because of the fact that it provides you with the opportunity to, get free options. There are free options that it provide. If you are looking at is set different aspects of digital marketing. If it's for email marketing, you want to look at MailChimp. MailChimp is fantastic because it allows you to actually send quite a large number of emails to a good number of your subscribers without having to pay for it. Right. The only thing is you're going to have the MailChimp's logo placed on that email. Another platform is also HubSpot that allows you to actually schedule your social media, your social media content on your social media platform. So you don't have to go to the social media platform to post it directly. You can actually use that too. It's fantastic because it allows you to integrate at least up to 3 social media platforms, 2 to 3 social media platforms, so that you can use them for your content on your social media platform. So these are 2 major tools that small businesses can actually make use of because of the fact that it allows you to use the free option, which has quite a good amount of value that it provides.
Okay, so I'm not continuing there, but does that suggest that email marketing is preferable for businesses than social media marketing?
Okay, no, not really, but the truth is, email marketing is a fantastic tool. It's a fantastic medium for. I was just actually looking at tools that you can use, but if we are talking about the type of digital marketing service or digital marketing option that we have out there, that's when you now start looking at, okay, what are the various types and which one is preferable to the other one. If we are looking at it from that angle, email marketing is very powerful because of the fact that it allows you to personalize your conversations with your target audience or your prospects. While social media marketing allows you to communicate with, the larger audience, right? Beyond those that you have as your subscribers or beyond those that you have that have already engaged with. Social media allows you to go viral depending on the kind of content that you make available. While email marketing allows you to communicate on a personal level. So both are very effective, but email marketing allows you to actually easily drive sales with those that have already engaged with you through that one-on-one direct interaction.
Email marketing, social media marketing, which one is most effective for SMEs?
All right, thank you so much for that question. So based on my experience, both email marketing and social media marketing are fantastic, right? The good thing about, first of all, let me talk about their benefits, right? The good thing about email marketing is the fact that it allows you to communicate with your target audience, your subscribers, and your prospects on a much more personalized level. So now you're interacting with them as though you are talking to someone one-on-one. So you're having a one-on-one conversation, a one-on-one communication with them. It allows them to feel like you can understand them and they can connect to what you're saying. While with social media marketing, you're communicating with a larger group of people and you're communicating with them in groups. The benefits of social media marketing is that it allows you to reach a wide range of people, right? And it also allows you to understand and know what people are thinking about what you have to say or what you're talking about. If it's your products that you're talking about or if it's a conversation that you're having, you can see from the comments, you can see from what their responses, you can know what their feedbacks are, and then you know what to change and what to adjust, right? So both are very effective. As a matter of fact, people tend to see email marketing as less effective because of the fact that these days people don't really open their emails as much as it was back in the day. But it is still as effective as every other digital marketing tool As a matter of fact, it's even, arguably more effective than many other platforms. And I have also experienced it to an extent, right? But you cannot, ignore the powerful effect of social media marketing, which allows you to interact to a larger audience, and also give them the opportunity to express their opinions about what you have to say.
All right, I got that. So people have this issue with paid ads. So they're thinking, where should I put my money? Should it be Facebook, should it be Instagram, or TikTok already have their ads now? Is this something? Because now we have a situation where we have the dollar rate to naira is very high. So people are thinking, is it profitable? Is it something that makes sense, or should I just keep doing my content marketing only? So what do you have to say about this?
That's a very good question. The truth is, a lot of business owners, based on my experience and based on the interactions I've had with them, a lot of business owners are quite hesitant when it comes to running ads. They have their reasons for doing that, because based on their own personal experiences, they probably don't see the kind of results that they want to see, right? And then they start asking, which platform is a lot more effective, or should I even go with ads, or maybe I should just go organically? Now, what is very unique about ads is the fact that it allows you to reach a much more broader scope than what social media can get you, even SEO, because SEO is more time consuming. It takes a longer time for you to actually get the results that paid ads will give you within a very short period of time. Now, the thing that is there is, with the platforms that you mentioned, if we're talking about social media, if you're talking about Facebook, you're talking about Instagram, you're talking about TikTok, or you're talking about Google, or even Snapchat, because Snapchat gives you an opportunity to run ads, and Twitter as well. If you're talking about what platform, let me talk about the platforms first, right? If you're talking about what platform is much more effective, it's always dependent on who your target audience is, and also what products you are providing. Now let's look at maybe like a food vendor, or maybe like a fitness business, right? This type of businesses are businesses that are visual focused, right? The kind of products or services that they provide has to be seen for people to actually know that this is what you're offering. You have to display it in the form of images, videos, and all of that. And then you now start to think about what platform is going to be effective for that. Then you think about Instagram, because that's where people go when they want to view things, right? When they want to maybe watch videos or see kind of images that are captivating, that will draw their attention, that will interest them. You want to look at Instagram. So Instagram ads is what you run for that kind of business. So it depends on the type of business. If it's maybe a B2B type of business that you are running, you're interacting with other business owners, you're trying to sell what you have to other business owners, you want to utilize platforms like LinkedIn for ads, right? The thing about Facebook is that it's integrated with Instagram as well, so they go side by side, right? You can run ads on Facebook and you also reflect on Instagram. So both of them sort of have similar kind of audiences, although Instagram is much more we're looking at the much more present day scenarios, or we're looking at the present generation, that you don't want to look at Instagram, right? Now you can also look at TikTok and all of that. Now TikTok is powerful when you're looking at, maybe you're targeting Gen Zs, and the kind of products that you're selling is for Gen Zs, right? You want to look at TikTok. If it's Facebook, you're targeting maybe baby boomers, people that are in their maybe they're millennials to maybe their late 60s and all of that. Instagram also works side by side with Facebook, but Facebook is a little bit more of the younger generation Instagram is more of the younger generation than Facebook. So it just depends on the platform that you're looking at. Now, if we come back to, should I go ahead with ads, or should I just stick to putting out content and getting it organically? Ads are very effective. They do magical work. As a matter of fact, there's no successful business that doesn't use ads. If you're talking about, I want to achieve this number of goals within this number of time, you want to utilize ads. Why? Because it gets you the results that you want within a good short period of time, but there are processes, systems, and optimizations that you have to put in place to get those results. So when a business owner goes ahead to do it by himself, or maybe an amateur that doesn't understand, the nits and gritties of, running ads, when they go into it and then they don't get results, they feel that it's not producing results. So it depends on how the kind of strategy, the approach, the method that you implement, and the systems and processes that you follow, because there are methods to actually getting results with paid ads.
Okay, great. So I love what you said. There are systems and measures. Now, does that mean that if you run ads for business, is a guarantee for results? Like
Results.
No,
not really. So the truth is, when it comes to marketing, right? When it comes to marketing, you want to always put the chances of you not getting that result that you want. That has to always be there. What most people tend to do is that they will tell you that this is exactly the number that you're going to get after this period of time, which is okay. But what we prefer to do is, I would like to give you a range. We tell you that from here to here, so it could land in between either of those numbers, or it could not. It could even be a little bit lower or a little bit higher than that number, or than those numbers, right? So the thing is, you cannot absolutely say that there's a guarantee, especially if there are specific measures that are not put in place, or maybe there are specific things that are not put into consideration. For example, you want to consider the time and season that you're running that ad. You want to also consider the policies that's behind, a particular industry that you are operating in, and what Facebook would have to say about that industry, right? We want to think about what's the audience at that particular time might be thinking or might be doing. So, for example, if it's maybe we're heading towards the festive season now, and maybe you are promoting a product that would not sell in the festive season, right? They will not be thinking towards that direction of, for example, if maybe now, let's say in the US it's going to be snowing. If you are going to be selling products that you are going to be selling summer products, you're not going to get results as much as you would get with winter products, right? So if you want to consider seasons, there's some things that you want to put in place. Yeah, go ahead.
Great. So does it mean once people come to you for like they want to boost their product for ads, you give them a lecture on this, or because if I, for example, have a business now and I feel I'm running these ads on my own, I'm not getting results. I'm results in terms of conversion, like okay, great. So I'm giving it to you, like you say you are into the business of ads. So I'm giving it to you, I'm paying you a charge, expecting to see results. So tell me, will I understand any explanation you give?
Okay, so first of all, the thing is, when you come to me and you say you need my services, my ad services, what I'll first of all do is I'll first of all get full understanding about your product, who you're selling it to, and what results you want to get, right? And then I will tell you what that target audience might want, the kind of language or the kind of approach that we are going to utilize to actually reach the audience. Now, if you say that you need a specific you need a specific result within a specific time, I could tell you that, look, you are not going to be able to get this number within this period of time. Why? Because maybe your business is at a particular stage where people are not going to connect at that point. For example, if it's a new business that people don't know about the services or products that you sell, you don't expect to run ads for a month and then start seeing people rushing your products. No, you first of all have to do what we call brand awareness. You have to run that brand awareness ad. So there are different ad objectives that these platforms provide. Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, they provide different ad objectives. There's the conversion ads, there's the traffic ads, there's the sales ads, there's the engagement ads, there's the awareness ads, and all of that. So there are specific type of ads that you want to put in place first to make sure that you can warm up the audience to what you are selling. So we first of all weigh your service, then we weigh the level at which you are with regards to your target audience. So where are you in relationship or in connection with your target audience? Do they know you? Are they ready to buy from you? Are they ready to buy the products you are selling? So these are the questions that we ask, and then we now tell you, when we've been able to do our own research and understanding about your business, we will tell you that this is what is suitable. This is the approach you are going to take, and we'll give you a time frame. It could take 3 months. It could take 6 months, depending on what level you are in as a business owner with regards to your connection or interaction with your target audience, or your familiarity rather with your target audience. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Perfect. It makes sense. So, but in addition to that, I want to ask. People have also been saying, when I run ads, I get a lot of feedback, like people asking me, "Oh, I'm interested. Oh, I'm interested. Oh, I'm interested." Then you see a lot of "I'm interested." At the end of the day, you just keep answering questions. Oh, how much is this? How much is that? How much is this? And they get so
They don't
buy. How do we solve that?
That is very common. That's one real struggle. And the way you're saying it, you're sharing it from an experience. I know that definitely this is something that you have experienced yourself. So the thing is, this is the fact. It's just like what I said, right? There is what we call the funnel, right? There's what we call the funnel. So in this funnel, the funnel is actually created in a form whereby you have the initial stage or the initial phase when people are just getting to know about your business. And then you have the next phase where they now start considering if they want to give it a shot. And then you have the next phase where they now are interested in knowing more, right? And then you have the phase where they now finally take action. And then you have the phase where they become loyal customers, right? Now, the thing that is there is this: when you run an ad to attract your maybe leads, right? Or maybe it's a message ad. Okay, so maybe you did it in a way that they will send you messages on WhatsApp or on Facebook and all of that, right? This is the point where they are just considering your products, right? They don't know about you very well yet, so they're trying to build that understanding first. So you have to also understand that you as an individual, you're not just going to buy a product that you see for the first time, no matter, even if it's very convincing, except maybe they are not the risk is very low. If the risk is high, if they are going to have to spend more, they might want to be withdrawing a little bit. They might be hesitant. You understand what I'm saying? Another thing is, sometimes the mistakes that business owners make is when they run ads, they don't set the parameters right. For example, the targeting, they might not get it exactly right, so they end up targeting the wrong people. Facebook has a way of doing this thing for people very well, especially if your budget is not up to that level where Facebook will say, okay, I will actually give you what you want. So you can have a very low budget, but your target is pretty high. Facebook will not give you the quality leads that you want. They will not give you the type of people that you want, and those people will not buy. They will never buy. Right? So this is another thing. I mentioned that you have to consider the fact that they are getting to know you for the first time, and then you also have to consider how are you targeting these people, right? How are you setting the parameters? What is your budget like, and how are you optimizing your budget? Because it's not enough to just put in an amount. You also need to optimize it. So there's what we call budget optimization, campaign budget optimization. There's what we call there was something I was going to mention. Okay, so I'll come back to that, but I just skip me a little bit. That's what we call campaign budget optimization, and then there's also the part where you make sure that who you are targeting are not just, so you cannot really be ultimately sure. Sometimes you might end up reaching the wrong people. So you have to make sure that's why it's always good to give it to experts to set those parameters right for you, because there are quite a number of things that they look out for to make sure. Okay, so I was going to say ad sets. So we also have what we call ad sets to kind of segment, or kind of create different types. So that ad set, it allows you to create different types of ads to see the responses. So it's going to be the same ads, but in different versions. So now you're going to be targeting maybe several people, or even the same people with different types of ad, different versions of the same ad, so that you want to see how they will respond. Yeah, A/B testing, exactly. So, but it's not particularly A/B testing in this side, in this aspect. It's more of having different ad sets with the same. It's almost like A/B testing. A/B testing is what Facebook will give you. You can go ahead and say you want to do A/B testing, or you can just set it up as ad sets. You can have 3 ad sets for the same ad, and they are targeting the same people but different versions. So when they get to see different versions of your ads, you get to then know, okay, which one are they responding to better, and then from there you know that, okay, let me invest my money more on this. So that's what you call campaign budget optimization, so that you don't waste money and target the wrong people. So and then you need to also understand that your consideration, the initial stage where they get to learn about your business, right? You need to also know that they might not buy at that point. So you now do what you call retargeting. So it's a whole process, right? So it's not just something that you just expect to get immediately. There's a whole process. You do what you call retargeting. So and this retargeting means you are retargeting those that have interacted with your ads before by doing another ad that's targeting those same people. So at this point, you now get them to the consideration stage when they are seeing it for the second time. Right? Now you have what you call the A/B testing or the ad sets in different versions, and then you have what you call retargeting. Right? So you are giving them a reason to buy, because when you see something, we as human beings, we tend to respond to what we see more often. Right? When you see something more often, you be like, oh, let me just give this thing a try. I've seen this thing a couple of times. Let me just give it a try. So that is where you now finally get them to take action.
All right, great. So, do you have, there's a whole lot of things you said. So, is it like you also have a course you've organized for events or things, or you just teach them when they come around?
Actually, we do. Interestingly, we actually have one coming up tomorrow. All right, we have a workshop that we are starting. It's a 2-week workshop. We're starting it tomorrow. So in this 2-week workshop, we're going to be teaching people, we're going to be training people on copywriting, paid ads, email marketing, and social media marketing. These are the 4 areas that we're going to be training people for. So here we're going to give you we give our participants or trainees hands-on practical training where they get to actually learn about these things and implement them themselves. So those issues, those areas where people have complaints, get to show them those areas and how they can work and readjust, make the right kind of adjustments to get the results that should be gotten.
Wonderful, great. So this has been a really exciting one. I really want to appreciate people's time. You said so much, and I believe we need to digest these ones. And hopefully, when we have the opportunity, also come and take part in some of your workshops.
Definitely, would be lovely.
All right, great. Lovely. So thank you so much for this.
The pleasure is mine.